Oh shit, I am muted. Holy fuck, I didn't even realize. Oh my god. But I wasn't really talking much anyway. I just said like, yeah, I'm I just went like, yeah, I'm using you to content farm. I think I muted that mic because like it wasn't really doing good for like if I just wanted to record myself and stuff. So then I muted it so that it wouldn't like get mixed up with my other mic settings. Yeah. Cause the old mics, this is like my new mic setting, but the old mic setting has like the OBS filters, which is a bit more powerful. But what happens is that if I speak like this, very high, then like it just cuts off, cause it can't like it has like a pitch limit, and so like that goes above the pitch limit, and it's like you're too pitch, and then it cuts me off like, and you can't hear anything. It's like that's that shit noise, and then and stuff like that. So, but it does work better at like cutting out like my fan and the other noises. YouTube, wow, okay, banned. I cancel this commission right now. It was really annoying. Like I had to like change it because when we were playing Ghost Trick. So rude. You're so rude, man. How can you say that about me? But yeah, like I had to like change it to this second mic. I had to change I had to stop using the old filter. Why are you crying? You insulted me. You just said that you had to mute me for your sanity. So rude. But yeah, like the Ghost Trick, cause I was doing like a more like cutesy voice for Missile, and basically like it just cut out everything. Like you couldn't hear anything because I was using like a bit more of a high-pitched voice for the dog. For the Pomeranian, you know, like Pomeranians are supposed to be loud and like bark bark bark, you know, and then like if I do this bark bark bark, like it can't even pick that up as well. So I had to change it. And then like I just kind of use it because I realized that like if I speak a bit too loud, and sometimes when I get excited my voice also goes like a bit higher, and then it actually kind of cuts it out. Like even in the video I made, you can tell that some of the stuff like got affected by it as well. Like even though it's a cleaner recording, but you can tell that certain times when I go a bit more high pitch, when I'm like explaining stuff because I'm excited, then like it just cuts it off. How's everybody doing? You know, the Niji Sanji stuff is really making me like, yeah, maybe I should just like take a break from cons this year after all. Like I feel like I mean, I wouldn't say the Niji Sanji charms sell like super well, but like they do like contribute quite a bit, and it's just kind of like, maybe this is a sign from the above. Oh, I mean, I don't know if you saw it, but basically someone made a tweet about, I guess there was an artist, there was a convention like, yeah, there was a convention that happened over the weekend, and basically an artist like wanted to share their experience, and basically it was because like it was their first time boofing at a convention. And because obviously, you know, like boofing, like they signed up for the convention in December and they only had so much time to prepare, and obviously they had to get everything printed beforehand, so like they decided that the safest at that time was Niji Sanji. Yeah, that one. I mean, I don't know if there was any other tweets, but I feel like that one probably made the most at least to me lah. That was what I think started it, but like yeah, so for the people who don't know, it's basically they had a really terrible experience. Like people would point at her Niji Sanji merch that she drew and then be like, like whispering and laughing like, oh my god, how can you still draw this, like like isn't this like bad, and like pointing and laughing. And I think there was they mentioned like there was a customer who wanted to buy their stuff, and then their friend that they were with like stopped them and was like, don't you know what happened, like you shouldn't support them. And then like the customer was really nice and went like, this is fan merch, so like none of the money that I'm paying for this, like none of it goes to the company. So she ended up buying it, but I think like that really like kind of scarred the artist a bit, because it was like, oh, you know, like this person looked like they wanted to buy it, and then so they stood up to like kind of serve them. And then immediately seeing their friend going like, hey, you shouldn't buy this, you know, which was like, yeah, I mean, dude. And that was their first convention as well. They said like that was their first time like ever like tabling at one, and I felt so bad. No one should have that kind of like first experience, you know. Yeah. And I think they said that because they had kind of a shift schedule for their tabling. Yeah, like cause they have a shift schedule for their tabling, so on the time, like at the start of the convention, I think they weren't there, but their booth mates were, and their booth mates got really angry on their behalf because apparently like people were just gossiping in front of their table and stuff like that. So it was just like really, they were just kind of like why? I'm just a fan artist and I drew this. I already paid for like the production more than a month ago, blah 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 blah. So it's not like I can just take it back, and I already paid like, and they said that was their only merch that they could like, you know, that they could rush out within the month they had to prepare. So if they chose not to sell it, they had nothing else to sell, right? And they already paid the table fee. So, and I think like obviously they were thinking like, oh, you know, like maybe it's just like you know, it's not gonna be that bad, and it was that bad. So I just felt kind of bad for them, like, yeah. And I think after that, multiple artists, especially like the popular Niji fan artists, were like saying that, oh, like, you know, we've been getting like, I'm really scared to draw fan art now, and like to them, you know, the livers are still their comfort characters in a way, and so it's kind of like I want to draw them, I still want to draw them, but like it's so scary how, you know, people might just attack me for it now, kind of thing. So it's just like yeah. So I think that's also why the livers are also like tweeting in support, because yeah, I mean, it's like I don't know, it's just an ugly situation all around. And yeah, I like I don't know, I was really on the fence of if I even should like booth this year, and then I haven't really decided whether I should give up the Dojima booth just yet. But I feel like this is just a sign. This is just a sign from above. Like, oh, you know, look at all this shit. Like, don't booth this year. Take a break, Mins. I feel like that's how it be. That's, I don't know. Apparently, like my senpai at work, she was telling me that on the Japanese side, Dojima good time for XRP merch though. Yeah, but does it matter? I don't even feel like making new ones. Like, I mean, the thing is, you say that, but last year during Dojima, my sales were not very good actually. Like, if it weren't for the online store, I think I would have made like a really massive loss at Dojima last year. So I think that's also part of the reason why I'm like a bit like, cause last year's Dojima like stuff was just really not great money wise. So And also the fact that, like, you know, I'm sharing with like 4 other people. So I can't even bring everything anyway. I think if it was like a better con, I feel like I signed up for Dojima last year, like out of like a sense of FOMO. But after I signed up and I got accepted immediately, because obviously the organizers are my friends, I had this like, maybe I shouldn't have signed up. Like, I'm like, do I really want to commit to this? And actually another of my booth mate was also thinking whether like she wanted to just like skip the event as well. I don't know. Like the only reason why I'm not like, I haven't like really confirmed whether I'm not going is cause FOMO, and also cause I'm like thinking like, but what if I actually by some miracle finish my book by April, which I don't think is gonna happen. It's already March, so maybe I should just like keep to it and not go. I don't know. Like I haven't even done the single merch stuff and it's already almost March. Usually by now, like I would have like ideas already. I don't even have like ideas of like what to make. I'm really just not like feeling it. I don't know. Like, I don't know. Actually, like what is even a good time for XIV merch? Because I feel like XIV merch will just be on the down low, like until Dawn Trail comes out. I mean, I feel like now if you make Dungeon Meshi merch, then like, yeah, it'll probably do good. Merch. Like, I think if I go, it's really just to like trade like TT cards with people, I guess. Oh my god, I'm not gonna lie, part of me actually doesn't even want to go. I feel like it's good for small. Dojima is not a small scale con. And I'm gonna say, like, Dojima is not a small scale con. It's small in the sense that you don't think it's as big as AFA, but it's not a small scale con. There's 300 booths there. And part of the reason why I didn't do well, Sana and Manda both said they didn't do well as well, and they paid for like the expensive booths. Like part of the reason why I didn't do well last year was because there were that many booths. It's, I don't know. Anyway, like yeah, I mean, again, like I haven't even like thought of what I wanted to make. I haven't even started drawing, so I feel like at this time like it's probably a bit too late. I don't know. I guess like I could just bring my old stuff, but it's like you know, it's stuff that I've already sold for like. I mean, I guess I could bring the AFA stuff because it's not like most of the people went for AFA. Oh no. Do I seem, actually, like, honest question, do I seem like I do well at cons to people? Like, legit question. Like, do people think I actually do well at cons? I don't know, like, do you think? Yeah, exactly. Yeah, as in, okay, I don't know if my art is good, but like, the fandoms are really niche. I was like, if you wanna say like, I feel like even within the FF14 fandom, I actually don't earn that much. Like, I think Fern and Sana both earn more than I do. Like you see them always going like, oh, I sold out, like, oh, you know, I sold out, I sold so much, and then I'm just here like, well, look at all the stock I have left, you know, and I don't even print that much. So I always feel like I don't actually do that well. Like I make back, which I guess in this day and age is already considered good. I don't know. But at the same time, I feel like a lot of it is like I don't actually make back at the cons. Like I don't like most of the time when I make back at the con is because I open like online sales at the same time, and the online sales are actually what like help me make back more. So like yeah, I don't know. I guess that's the thing, right? Like back then when I was doing i7, it was so niche, right? It was way nicher than what FF14 could ever be, but you know, FF14 is pretty like, it's not as niche as i7, but it feels okay because like it felt okay because the cost of stuff wasn't that bad. But now it's like, oh, you know, now it's like stuff is expensive. I can't really afford to do much. I think the only conventions I actually like really made profit was like MSQ. It was MSQ, I think, and AFA technically, but the profit margin was like not very high, and I think like it might even be a loss. So I would feel like the only like convention I actually made profit at the con itself was only MSQ, and the rest like I got saved because I had online sales. But I wouldn't even say that my online sales are even that good as well. Like basically nothing just feels worth it, I guess. I don't know. I feel like what if I just make books? Like I just make books because it's actually stuff I want to draw. And then I print like 20 copies. And then like if those 20 copies sell, then okay, then all the rest will just get like digital copies. Do you have fun boothing? I feel like that was the question I struggled with like last year, because after a while it just because I'm not gonna lie, the only event I really had fun at was MSQ. The rest like I don't know, I can't really say I had fun. Dojima was alright. AX was terrible. Yeah, I don't know. Right. AFA was also not that great, I would say. Like some certain parts made it really great, but there were more like cons. Haha, pun. Cons than like pro. There were a lot less pros compared to cons, I guess. So I think it's just hard. Also, like I had a friend, like I went to a friend's wedding, right? Like end of last month? Yeah, end of last month. Oh my god, it's already end of like February, so it's been a month. It's been a month, and yeah, that feels wrong. And basically, like I think cause that friend like also is my booth partner, right? Like she got married, and so obviously there were friends there as well that also booth, and we were talking about stuff, and basically that friend actually took like last year she just didn't booth at all, and she said like this year she might also not be boothing, and she said the reason for it was that when she did merge, she felt like she wasn't, I mean I've talked about this before, I guess, like she felt like she wasn't improving in the areas that she wanted to, and I kind of agree, and that was also like stuff that I've been struggling as well. Like I like making merch, and in a sense I do want to make merch, but part of me also feels like if I want to do that, why don't I just like make it for online? Because I do have friends that just do like online, right? Like they don't actually like go to conventions and stuff. But I don't know. I might just be whining. I don't know. I tried boofing once and realized deciding what to make and balancing profits is too stressful for a hobby. I prefer to just suck on for my friends and draw for personal enjoyment. Yeah, I think that's the thing as well. Like, yeah, I think, oh god. I just realized that, like, because I took that AFA booth last year, it actually creates a lot more problems than not. Because now I have because I had to make enough merch to like sustain myself, right? That I have so much merch that can fill a whole table by myself, but then now I have to go for a convention where I'm sharing the table with like 4 other people, and there's no way I can bring everything. And then now I have to decide, like, okay, what can I not bring? I mean, besides the obvious, like, I can't bring the Niji Sanji stuff, you know, what can I not bring? Like, part of me still wants to go because, like, friends will be there, and I know a lot of overseas friends are coming, so I still want to go, and I want to, I don't know if I can even rush out a book in time. Probably not. It's already March. Holy shit, it's already March. Okay, well, if I take the whole of March to draw merch, I can still make it, but... It's kind of like, I don't know. Maybe I'll see. I'll see how it goes. The thing is like, I don't want to go for AFA anymore because of last year. So, I legit don't actually know what to make. I have some ideas, but none of them are FF14. So it's just kind of like, what do I do? You know. Yeah, Viera Lady it's Mr. Regulus's Viera Lady. AFACF, that one was really bad. That one was actually like, I feel like I think that one was the only reason why I can't even tell you whether it was better than or worse than Dojima. I feel like Dojima was actually better than AFAC. Yeah, it was really bad. It was really bad. Wait, I go get my water. I didn't get water. Andrew said he's making a smoothie. Yeah, so for AFACF, I feel like unless you were selling like unless you were selling like even people who were selling popular fandoms were like not having a great time. Like what I heard was that a lot of people actually did not make back booth costs. A lot of people actually like just made a straight up loss. So like they didn't even make back booth costs, not to mention like, no, this was the AFA before the November one. So they still, I think they wrote that you weren't allowed to share booths for the CF one, but then they didn't really like double down on that. So a lot of people still shared booths, me included. And then I guess that's why they super doubled down like for the November one. Yeah, so like first of all, the crowd was abysmal. It was pretty bad. And then the traffic just was not there to begin with. A lot of people didn't want to go in because it's like, first of all, you gotta go expo, and then like, you know, it was like I don't know, like the ticket prices weren't cheap either for that location. Plus it's at expo, no one, like, again, it's mostly just because it was at expo, no one wanted to go. And then I think even if people went in, no one was really buying stuff. So I think I only managed to make back because like I had Hollow Stars stuff, and I think that was when like they were kind of getting a bit more popular. So like yeah, like people still bought. Then you can tell that when I talk about like my sales, it's not because my art is like good or anything. It's because I was lucky with the fandoms. Like I kind of feel bad every time I say this because like I don't want to make it sound like I'm trying to like garner pity or anything, but like it really feels like, especially for Singapore, it does not matter how good your art is. I mean, it matters if you're like in a popular fandom, but I feel like a lot of the times it's not about the art quality, you know. It's just luck. It's just whether you know how to play the game, which is also why I'm a bit like about it, because I just don't feel like I'm really being looked at. I'm only being looked at if like I draw something that people like, you know. Like when I made the Hololive Advent standee, I mean, I quite liked what I did, but looking at it, I'm just like, why would people buy this, you know? And plus, it was so freaking expensive. Even I wouldn't buy it, right? Like, it's just chibi art and it's so expensive. And then like, but because there was no freaking like Hololive Advent art at November AFA, and there happened to be like, you know, the Hololive like concert on Saturday, that's why people bought it, and that's why it sold out. Literally, that's the only reason. I mean, and art quality still matters, but like, I don't know, it just kind of feels like it does not really matter, because I do see people, okay, I feel bad for saying this, but I do think people who like have less like, you know, followers than I do in terms of that, like I feel like they still sell better than I do anyway. I mean, not like I have any proof of this, right? Because it's not like I went to ask them, hey, how much you make? You know? But it kind of feels like that. It kind of feels like even though like, you know, I put a lot of effort in, like I'm not doing as well. So I don't know. I think it feels like the more I do it, the more apparent it becomes. Like I just don't have, maybe I'm just not cut out for this, I don't know. It's just like, which feels so stupid to say because it's just a hobby, you know. It's just a hobby for me. Yeah, exactly. It does. It does. That's why. Where is the gauntlet? Oh, what is this? Oh, okay. But yeah, that's just how I feel, and I think like, I don't know. The thing is like, I still like making merch, right? When I look at like, you know, people doing like really cool like stuff with what they can find, I'm like, oh my god, I want to do that too, and stuff. But then I think because like one thing is like, I keep thinking, oh god, I need to make like this many, I need to be more creative and more creative, you know. I can't just do normal charms, and I think it burns me out because it just feels like I have to stand out every time, or like there's something like expected from me, and it I guess I'm just burnt out is all I'm saying. Like it really, the more I say it, the more like it's just like, yeah, I'm freaking burnt out. My god, I don't know, I still want to make merch. Like part of me is like, I like the creativity that goes into making merch, like you know, being able to be like, oh, what would look good with this type of like acrylic, you know, what would look good, like what can I do with the acrylic, you know, kind of thing, right? Like it's fun to think about, but just everything else. And then like there's this thing that I'm just like, like I'm fucking washed up, I can't do shit, you know. But I'll think about it. Like I think I just need to get back on my feet a bit. But I do want to make the thing is, I can't. Part of me just wants to be like, you know, I just want to make books. But books don't sell in Singapore. you get what I mean? Like books don't sell in Singapore. Only my friends buy my books. only my friends and like really nice people buy my books. So like, but I want to make books. I can't make Leda-chan keychains. No one will buy them. Only people who know her will buy them, because like, and the people who know her, who will like, the people who know her overlapping with the people who will buy is like, you know, not like the Venn diagram isn't very big, right? The overlapping space isn't very big. And like, I want to draw I want to draw my war OCs. I want to draw like comics and shit of them. And like, I felt like last year I got to do my big book, but like, hello, welcome. Yeah, I prefer buying books to print, but only my fandom's original art, right? Like, that's the thing. Like I know that even for books, it's like not everyone would buy, because like, as much as I say like, oh, you know, I want to buy more books, I don't buy Genshin books, even though there's like fucking 5 million of them.
I'm sorry for this collection.
What is this? Oh my god, it's pink. What is this? There's not enough ice in it. Oh, wait, what is it? Yeah, maybe in the fridge. Oh, it's taro? It tastes like red beet. I guess that is taro. Wait, help me fill up. Come back. Come back, help me fill up. Yeah, water. Yeah. Hello. So sorry. So sorry. He gave me this thing that looked really pink. I mean, it tastes good. It's just that I'm like, what is this? Doesn't taste bad though. So I'm just like, wait, what is this? But yeah, it does, like, the more I talk about it, the more I just sound burnt out, don't I? But then like, there's this thing, it's like, if I don't go, then am I like missing out? Like, it's so irritating. I hate it. I think I'll still go for Dojima, like, and I'll bring like the stuff from AFA, because like, I think at least for AFA, a lot of people didn't go in, so maybe they didn't get to see. A lot of people did choose not to go in for AFA though, and the people who went in are not like the type of people who will buy my stuff. So I think I'll still go and just bring like my AFA stuff and whatever I can rush out in March, I guess. But I want to do my book. I want to do my book. Yeah. I did have like ideas for like Advent charms and like Arknight's charms, but we'll see. I actually did have like CD coasters that never arrived in time for AFA, so I guess that is a new product if you think about it. It's old art, but it's a new product. I feel like I'm on so much copium, I don't know. I ate a Kirby. No, but Kirby is supposed to be like the most delicious thing on the planet. That's why like people can't get enough of him. What do you say? Yeah, but I feel like Kirby would taste like Unreal. You know, Kirby would taste like Unreal. Like, I'll become crazy and I'll be addicted to Kirby, and then I'll look at Nintendo games and then I'll just start drooling. I'll be like. My best friend went to AFA for the concert. She asked me about anything, so I was skipping. She got me a thing. Oh yeah, doesn't Kirby eat everything? No, but you know, like, as in eating Kirby, you know, eating Kirby. Yeah, maybe Kirby is so delicious because he eats everything. Yeah, I'm really glad, as in like, you know, but I feel like there are people who probably didn't get to have like friends who help them. There were quite a bunch of people who said like they were there to help their friends buy things, and then they just showed me like circled images like this one. Yeah. Thankfully the mouse pads are very easy to print, so like I can restock them no problem. I actually didn't dare to restock them because I wasn't sure, but maybe I'll draw a new one. People keep asking me for a Graha one, and I'm like, it exists. I know it exists because I saw someone draw it and it looks really like lewd. because he has no shirt on, I think. But like, I don't want to draw Graha because I don't think I'm thirsty enough for that man to do it justice. So I don't know. I'll think about who I want to. I'm so not thirsty for like any of the popular men, so I just can't like. Prince of Kirby Eater, yeah. Yeah, I am. Yeah. And I'm like, I'm sorry, like I'm pretty sure there's way better people out there who can draw Graha way better than I can. You should buy from them. And there's people who draw. Beru already made an Estinian like Booba mouse pad anyway, so you know I don't need to draw Estinian. Oh my god. I'm not attracted to any of the popular men. Oh my god. It's not, it really is. I feel like my taste is so like not mainstream. That's why all my fandoms are niche. The tastes are so not mainstream. But the people who weirdly like my art, like the mainstream, like it's so weird. All I draw is Tancred, and my girl. Why are you guys following me? you know. And then they're like, "Will you ever draw this character?" And I'm like, I don't know. As a charm, yeah. As bigger things, I don't know. I need to be real motivated for that. Like, I think that's the thing about me with merch making, right? Like if it's like a series of like 50 charms, yeah, I'll draw everyone, whatever, right? But if it's stuff like standees where I want to put in more thought and stuff, it's really hard for me to do that for like people who aren't my faves. Aaronville, I like him, but I don't like him in that way. You get why? I need to want to bone them. I mean, what? Like, I don't know. You get what I mean, right? Like, I'm pretty sure all the men that you guys want, they will eventually get like, you know, they'll eventually get. The people who like them will eventually draw. You know, you don't need me to draw it. I'm just a guy, girl, gal. The one I really want to draw, next one is Leopard actually. I just want to draw Leopard. Really want to draw Leopard. Will people buy Leopard? Just enjoy my art, thank you. That makes me happy, you know. The best compliment you can get is that like, oh, like they don't even draw my favorite character, but like I still like their art. Like that is I feel like that's the highest compliment that I can receive, honestly speaking. You know, because nowadays you usually only like follow the people that you want to see, right? Like, and most of the time it's like obviously people who draw your favorite character and stuff. I can finally watch the stream. You stream so late for SG. I'm sorry, it's because like I have to, you know, like it's after work. I can only stream after work. I can only stream after work and after I've eaten dinner and stuff. So it's usually like this kind of timing. But I get how it feels, because like the only time I watch like streams, the only times I watch streams are like at work, and obviously I can't stream during work hours because I'm also at work. But yeah, but thank you though, like please don't feel bad like for like missing stuff, because I'm just here, I'm just vibing. This is not even like any source of income. I'm just doing it because like I like doing it. And if I don't feel like doing it, then I don't stream. But yeah. Also, yeah, I've been trying, I think like this year, I kind of want to try and like put more focus also like on doing what I like, and also kind of trying like branching out a bit. So if you guys have not seen, or I mean maybe you've seen but you're just not really like, it's not something that you will want to watch, but I made my first edited video on YouTube. It's on YouTube under the same name as everything else, and I had fun doing it. I literally like speed learned like editing in a week, I think. I like I watched like do you guys know like Trash Taste, right? Like the podcast Trash Taste. So like their editor Mudan, yeah, Premiere Pro, yeah, like their editor Mudan, like he had this like 2.5 hour, the boys like he had this 2.5 hour like video on like basically just whatever tips and tricks he can give to become a video editor, you know, both as a job and as like hobbyist. So I just listened to the stuff that was like, oh, if you want to start editing, like here's the stuff you might need, here's the stuff you might want to invest in, here's the stuff to look out for, here's how I edit. Like he basically showed how he edited one of his streams for like his YouTube channel. And I literally learned like so much from there, and I felt like I think I can do this, because like last time how I used to use After Effects to like edit video, because I thought that was the video editing software, and then I realized like, oh shit. And then he was like, okay, so After Effects is for motion graphics, Premiere Pro is for video editing. I was like, wait, they're different things? Like hello, Gigantamax God, oh my god. Wowee, Gigantamax, big boy. But yeah, just Gigant. But that wait, isn't that how you spell Gigantamax? My brain. Oh, just Giga. Okay. Oh, you mean just call you Giga? I'm so sorry. My bad. Hello, welcome to the stream. Welcome. Hope you enjoy your stay. But yeah, so like I pretty much like learn. I picked up from there, and then I watched like a few other videos of like what people mostly used and stuff. And like I think the best website that he recommended was the meme soundboard thing. Like there's a site that just has a lot of buttons where you press it and it's just little sound bites that you can download and use for like, you know, your videos and stuff. And oh my god, it helps so much. It has everything, all like the Pokemon's like sound effects that I used in that video were from there. All like the meme stuff that I used in the video were also from there. It was so like convenient to just like get it done. We have meme. Yeah, we have meme. But yeah, it was fun. Yeah, we have meme from my country, from Philippines. Oh, what's the meme? But yeah, so meme for Coca-Cola. Coca-Cola? I say the details you've done so far on the armor are amazing. Thank you so much. I feel like I tend to go overboard, but like then when like I color it doesn't, you don't see anything. Recycle my cola original taste meme. What's that? Let me search it. What's this? I'm a bit scared. I hope it's not anything. What is this? What? Oh my god, wait, it's sung in the Ratatouille. Wait, this guy actually sings pretty well. Holy shit, his voice goes so high. Oh, that's really funny. That's actually pretty funny. His voice goes so high. Damn, he's soprano right up there. sounds like Chinese opera. No, it's really just the meme. It's just some guy singing some like lyrics about Coca-Cola in the Ratatouille like theme song tune. The range on this, it really be. Thanks for telling me about this. Now I learned something new. Thank you for following. Thank you so much. that was pretty funny. She's just reading off the bottle. Yeah, but where did the premium bra come from? Coca-Cola has premium bra? Yeah, but anyway, like, cause the first time I touched, like, when I was using Adobe to edit, I kind of was like, just like, I think the only editing I did was just splicing my rate clears together, that kind of shit, right? Like, shorten it, crop. It was just very simple things, and I felt like that was like so, it was so Mendokusai, like it felt Mendokusai to me, and then I realized it was because Adobe After Effects is not really meant for video editing. Like you can, but the interface is it's not as conducive as Premiere Pro's, and I'm not good actually. I cannot draw because I'm learning coding. I think coding is a really amazing skill. I had to learn coding. I had to learn like one semester of coding in school because they were like, oh, you guys have to learn at least a bit, and I was like, okay. And I thought like even though we only learned the basics, it was so hard for me. So like I think coding is really, people who can code, like I respect them. It's a good skill. I feel like it's you know, you can go a lot, you can use it in a lot of places. Where can I use art? AI art's taking over. Yeah, hydrate. Oh, thank you. Customizer in drawing. Customizer? But yeah. What was I talking about? Coding requires resetting your brain if you're not used to thinking in code. It's true, yeah. Oh yeah, I was talking about the video. Yeah, so I realized that the reason why so basically I thought like, oh okay, I think I'll just like, I wanted to try like edited video content because it's just something that I thought would be fun to try, but I was a bit scared. I was like, oh no, what if I can't do it, right? Like what if I just get bored halfway and like it doesn't seem like it's for me. But then like when I tried it out, I was like, actually it's pretty fun. Like after I really like sat down to properly like, you know, understand how like what people did, I was like, it's actually pretty fun. And I thought like, oh okay, like I'm having fun like thinking. And actually the first night I started like actually like editing the video, I spent 2 hours like cutting up stuff, you know, because like I had so many videos to go through, right? Like I had that 2 hour like TCG stream that I had to like cut up for the relevant parts, and that took a while. And then like I had to, you know, look through, like I had already sorted all my footage like for like, oh this is this thing and this is this part, and I had my script ready. I wrote the script on the bus like on the way to work. and so basically it was just like, oh okay, like I just like sorted my videos out, and like and it was just like that first night I didn't actually get to do any like proper editing. Like I didn't really get to do like you know, adding stuff. Like I was just like placing stuff here and there, like okay, I want this part here, I want this part. And then at that night, like I had trouble sleeping because I was just thinking like, oh, you know, this meme would be good here, oh, you know, this sound effect would be really good here, kind of thing, oh, you know. And like I was just thinking about it, like, oh, I could put this there. And then I realized like, whoa, wait, I only do that for something that, you know, that means I'm having fun, right? And it felt a bit refreshing, you know, because like the thing is, I've been drawing for so long that after a while it kind of starts to be like, oh, you know, I'm just going through the motions, right? I'm just doing what like it, you know, I'm just doing it, right? Like it doesn't feel, after a while it starts to feel like I'm learning nothing new. I'm just like doing here and there. Like I still have fun because like it's kind of fun. Like every piece that I work on is different, right? And every piece that, you know, I can put something a little more of myself inside, but in a way, it's kind of like I've done art so many times that it starts to feel the same after a while, right? And so it was kind of healthy. It felt healthy that I was just like taking a break to like work on like something new. Yeah, so I don't know, I ended up having a lot of fun, and I was like thinking like do I want to start like editing my streams, like editing this stream into like a more bite-sized version with like, you know, stream highlights and shit. But I don't know if I actually want to start doing that, because I feel like my OCD brain will be like, oh shit, if I start doing that, that means I have to commit to like doing it for every stream, and I don't think I can commit to that. Like I think I'm way too busy to actually do that. But yeah, it's fun. It was fun. You could do the clipping yourself. The thing is, I can just, because I archive it on YouTube, I can just like download the whole video, and then I can just like, you know, just do it. But yeah, it was fun doing that video. If you guys are interested in like me, like basically the what the video is about is that I bought Pokemon cards. No, Andrew is too busy as well. He's too busy taking care of me. He's too busy taking care of me, and he has his own plans. I don't know if you guys have seen his other stuff, hint, but he's been cooking. He's been working hard too. So I don't want to bother him with it. Like a lot of these kind of things, I don't want to bother other people with it, you know. You say again, but have you ever actually watched have you watched a stream by Mr. Andrew? He's seeing his food tweets around. I mean, he is also, yes, he's also cooking like IRL, but you know what I mean. You know what I mean. I feel like the proportions are a bit fucked up, but yeah, so yeah, I think he's been working very hard. He finally has been like making a lot of progress on what he's been working on, so very excited for him, and I hope you guys will be excited for him too. Then maybe I can retire. I believe he will make it big. He'll make it so big, and then I can retire, you know. I can retire. Can just do my own shit. Man, the more I think about it, the more I just wish like I didn't have to work, and then I could just draw, like I could just draw and play games all day. I'm becoming a kid again. I'm talking like a kid again.
He's like, I don't want to do stuff. I wish I can just play game all day.
You know. So I'm regressing into a kid. Yeah. Ooh, be tai, yeah. Do I want grandkids to take care of me? Wait, what? I clicked it. But yeah, I think there's a lot of stuff I actually want to do, and maybe I'm having like choice paralysis. I want to play games. I want to work on my book. I kind of want to make a bit of merch. I want to do this and do that and do that and do this, you know. So yeah. But anyway, the video is about how like I opened a pack of Pokemon cards, and because that pack of Pokemon cards has like shiny Pokemon in it, and I like hunting for shinies in Pokemon, so I was like thinking, whatever shiny Pokemon I pull from the cards, I will actually find them. I will hunt them in the game. And that is literally just the whole video. That's just the whole video. And there was a lot of pain. And Andrew sat through it. Like I made him watch the video. He saw me edit. He did see how I was editing it, and he did like, you know, see stuff. But I kind of like asked him to, actually I didn't ask him, he sat down like voluntarily to like watch the video, and he actually sat through it and he was laughing, so yay! I'm doing a thumbs up, yay! Yeah, so if I don't know, if you guys haven't watched it and it sounds like something that you might want to see, it would mean a lot to me. It would mean a lot to me. Think you need kids first to get grand. I have kids. I have 4 kids. They're called Leda-chan, Cyriac, Ethra, and Valfor. They're not real though. That's the problem. I'm sure Leda-chan will give me grandkids one day soon, but like, they're not real, unfortunately. They cannot support me financially. I mean, they can support me financially, but I have to put in the work. You get? Actually, I don't even think they can. I don't think like I'm popular enough to like live off my walls, Sag. And the FF content, like the FF hype is kind of like dying anyway, so sadness. I think that's the thing. Now I just kind of want like FF14 is already like kind of like niche, but I just want to draw my OCs and my OC ships, and I just you know what one of my goals is? It's to really make that origin story comic for all of them. You know, I had this whole shit drafted up from like 2 years ago, and like technically the art book, if I never made it, if I never make those comics, because like that comic is gonna take me like 5 years to finish, you know, like if I never make it, at least the book is there to show you like their stories, you know. But I really want to, like, that was one of my goals actually, to make like comics for all of them. Why is it so hot? But yeah, if you guys want to watch the YouTube video, I like okay, I don't like to shill myself because I'm really bad at it, and also I think I sound cringe. Oh my god, please don't look forward. It might not happen actually. Please don't look forward to it. I don't need more pressure. But yeah, like you can tell that I'm a bit proud of something when I try my best to kind of show it a bit, because I really want I do want people to see it, even though it's cringe as fuck, but like I do want people to see it. So if it interests you, I'm doing the finger point like touching tips, pleat face, ooh, yeah, please go watch it. It would mean so much to me. My voice is a bit annoying, but if you are watching this stream, you can handle it. I think my voice is more annoying like in the stream than it is in the video. I tried to sound a bit nicer in the video. Like I think my colleague, oh my god, my colleague watched it and she was like saying, you sound so different. I'm like, I really don't. I really don't. I think all I did was just that I tried to speak a bit more calmly, like this. Like I'm not going gremlin mode, you know. I'm just like, hello everyone. Not like hello. You know, so yeah, but I think it was quite funny because to me it didn't sound like I was speaking any different. I was just trying to like speak clearly. But then when I was watching the video myself, I was like, it kind of sounds like the voiceover Minz it's like polite. I would trust her with my kids. And then live Minz is like deranged. Like be careful of live Minz kind of thing. I don't know. But yeah, I think those are my plans. I still want to make the passport case, the FF14 passport case. But I don't think I could start drawing it now actually, but I have stuff to do. Stuff to do. My Singaporean is showing. It is, yeah. Well, it's kind of sad because like every time when I try and like speak, I try not to have the accent, the Singaporean accent, because obviously I think it sounds so like rough. It sounds so you know, uncouth. Uncouth. And I try to, you can tell that whenever I speak, I try to like sound a bit less Singaporean, but the more I listen to myself speak, the more I'm like, you can hear it. You can hear that I'm a Singaporean, like, sounds low SES. It's true. And you're not the first person I know to describe it like that as well. It does, like when you look at Arthur, when you listen to Arthur's, like most people just think he just sounds like really like rough, right? Like you know, like when you first hear the voice, I don't know if anyone thinks like what a smart and intelligent man, you know, right? Like he is. I feel like he is smart and an intelligent man if he can get raid mechanics that well, but it just feels like, you know, like that's not what people will think of you when they first hear that kind of accent. And I try not to have it. I think like I try to just speak as much as I can without it, but I feel like the more I try not to speak, I just end up sounding like some like bimbo. And then you can still hear it. Like when I was watching the video, I could still hear it, and I was just like, holy crap, dude. Like the way I pronounce some things, it's there, you know, and the way I accentuate, the way I you know, the areas where I naturally put more emphasis in the pronunciation of, like you can tell that I'm I'm low SES. You can tell I'm low SES. Ooh. But yeah. Sag life, but I try not to be too embarrassed about it, because like if I actually came across this like what was it? I came across this video about Cynthia, right? Like Pokemon Cynthia from Pokemon. Good evening, Nakama. You always say good evening. It's 10:30 p.m. It's a pitch also as good. I feel our voice is so low. It's true. Yeah. No. Well, I mean, you look at style, right? At first, when I first found Style, like I thought she was not Singaporean, because I think the clips that I heard her speak in, like first of all, her pitch is really high, right? Her natural voice pitch is like really high, and then when at least the clip that I heard her speak in, it did not have the accent, and I was just like, oh, okay, what a cute voice, cool, right? And then the more I hear her speak and the longer she goes on for, and then I'm just like, oh yeah, that is Singaporean. That is. Yeah, but I feel like my voice is really low, and I get very self-conscious about it. Like I get very self-conscious about my voice in general, because it's so low, even on average. I just feel like it's really low. Like Xuan's voice is pretty high. Miss is also pretty low, I think, and Reiru is also like quite low, but I feel like I don't know, I just feel like I don't sound good. But then again, I feel like a lot of people will say that, even the people who are blessed with like beautiful natural voices. But it feels like even within my friend group, like I have one of the lower voices as well, so it just feels like you know, it's not cute. It's not cute to listen to. Think your voice sounds normal, you sound good. You sound good. Thank you. Yeah. I think when I'm excited, then I tend to speak. My voice gets higher, but I think that's normal for everyone. But if I'm like, oh my god, when you can tell I'm really tired, my voice drops like this much. There was one time I was raiding. I think the VOD is probably up on this YouTube when I was raiding, and I was like, oh my god. Yeah guys, I'm like, they were like, oh, explaining the max, right? They were explaining the max of DSR, and then they were like, oh, like so you do this, and I'm like, oh, okay. I was like, yeah, okay. And they were like, are you okay? You sound so dead. I'm like, yeah. Like when I'm so tired, my voice just goes like I think it's good though for like singing, but even for like singing, which I definitely don't do well, like even for like singing, I tend I tend to feel a bit better about singing like stuff with like lower registers, you know. So yeah, I just
Haha.
yeah. I don't know, because I think I also grew up where like I was a pretty loud kid. Like when I was younger, I was quite loud. Like, and my natural talking voice is pretty loud. I think like louder than average. I've been told to like keep it down, mostly by my sister. I hope she's not here. I think she's OTing anyway. She's not here. So yeah, like I've just been like, you know, oh, my voice is not nice to listen to. and you know, like I think I said it on like stream before, but like when I was in primary school, like I got made fun of a lot because of my voice as well. So I'm just like, you know. But I do think everyone's voices gets higher. I don't know. But I have heard like some Singaporean girls and they speak so cutely and I'm just like, I want that too. Back from dinner, what did I miss? I actually don't know what you miss. Also, why do you eat dinner so late? Why do you eat dinner so late? I don't know what you miss, but like we were talking about how everyone is self-conscious about their voice, and I'm especially self-conscious about my voice. But I try my best. I try my best to not sound too annoying. But I feel like I naturally sound annoying anyway. Therefore, you must mute me to conserve your sanity. But yeah. Yeah, watch the video if you're interested. I'm proud of the video. I think I did a decently good job for my first time. Okay, let me now. Okay, then I cancel your commission now. But yeah. What else do I want to talk about? I don't know. I report you first for harassment. Speaking of harassment, like right, I think I kind of lost my train of thought. I also have a really bad habit of doing that. Like I'm talking halfway and then I get distracted and then I forgot what I was supposed to talk about, which I think is really annoying. Sometimes when I watch like my streams, I did used to watch my streams at the start just to see how I'm doing. I'm like, oh my god, like I literally forget about what I'm talking about and then I never go back to the topic again. But you know, regarding the Niji Sanji stuff, like it's a bit weird because my senpai basically told me that the Japanese are actually very much on the company's side. Like I don't think they think anything bad of Selen Doki per se, but like they are definitely a lot more sympathetic towards like any color and the livers that are still there. Like I think the general like reaction to like Illyria's video was sympathy from the Japanese side, and it makes me just be like we were talking about it. It was just kind of like they really just are not in tune with the English side at all, because like when you look at the English side, like this is like a straight up like, why would you do this, right? Like this is such a bad idea. Even if everything you guys were saying is true, right? Like even if the way you guys are doing it is so like not conducive at all, it's so like not helping your case, why do you do this, right? Why couldn't you just like, if you guys were in the right, why couldn't you just like keep quiet and then just let the lawyers handle it, right? Why do you have to go and do this, right? But on the Japanese side, they are really sympathetic. They're like, Irida Vox to Aiku like kanashi ne, like you know, I will still support you and shit. And I'm not saying this like I'm on neither side. I feel I'm trying to like, I know it's kind of bad to say that I'm trying to be neutral on it, but I just feel like there's no point in taking a side in this. Both sides are suffering. What I can say is that I just think that their PR is so bullshit. You know, I can think their PR is bullshit, but still not take a, you know, hard side on it. But it's just kind of like, you know, like for the Japanese, this is apparently the right move, I guess, because they're like, oh, you know, poor thing, poor, you guys are so poor thing, blah blah, right? But on the English side, it's like fire. It's like it's they're just straight up like messing up. They're on fire. They're burning. The three of them who made that video like aren't even they aren't even streaming because they can't. The moment they go live, they're gonna get eaten up. Like, so yeah, which just makes me think that, like, you know, the way the Japanese like see stuff and the way the English side see stuff is really so different, and it's so stupid that they, after so many years, they still fail to realize this. It's so freaking stupid. I don't know, but yeah, who knows. I'm not in the company. It's not like I know what's going on. I can just say that from an outsider's point of view, it just feels very stupid. At the same time, like, it also feels very Japanese. I think that's also why, like, I'm so neutral about all of it, because, like, after working in a Japanese company, I'm still working in a Japanese company, like, it just feels so obvious why, well, not say obvious, like, because even by Japanese standards it's also pretty bad, but it just feels like I kind of know why they're doing it, and it's obviously working on the Japanese side, right? So it's kind of like and like, I do think like the copyright issue, like the issue of like not going through the proper channels to get copyright, I know, like, to non-Japanese it sounds like really stupid, right? But in Japan, like, I think people forget a lot that there's no such thing as free use. The law of free use does not exist in Japan, and people forget that a lot because obviously, like, doujins exist, fan merch exists, there's a lot of fan activity, but it's all like extremely gray area that even to this day I don't think like a lot of the Western side understands that etiquette. You have to be in the Japanese fandom to actually, like, you know, really understand why they're doing it the way they do. And that's why, like, copyright is so, like, it's such a serious business in Japan, because like they can get like sued even if the other party doesn't intend to sue, right? Like, they can get sued for like the most littlest of things, and that's why like proper channels has to be handled and everything. But I also think that in that regard it is the company's fault that even after 2 years of being alive, that they failed to properly educate Selene on the importance of these things and why she cannot just like do everything herself. And that's completely their fault, I feel like, right? Because I feel like, at least I don't think she's like, you know, a rule breaker in that sense. Like, I feel like from the way she speaks and from the way she does actually like try and keep to the rules a lot, she does like respect them, but she obviously doesn't understand the severity. So like, and I feel like that's the company's fault, that if she doesn't understand the severity, then that means you didn't teach her well enough. There's a lot of sides to it, I feel. So, and I just think that either way a life is involved, right? And because of that, you know, the company is really shit, because I do not care about the practices. What I care about is, I feel like I'm just repeating what RPR had said in his stream, but what I care about is the fact that they keep talking about how this situation is upsetting their fans. This situation is, like, we understand that it's hard for you guys, hard for our livers, you know, financial thingy, blah 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 blah. We hope you'll still support us, blah blah. And like, none of that is directed to the victim, right? Like, obviously they feel like they're wrong by it, but I feel like you guys have to understand, she tried to take her own life, and you guys just don't seem to care about that. You know, you guys just don't seem to care about that. So it just feels so heartless in a sense. Oh, sorry for this heavy topic, but yeah, I think I just wanted to mention it, I guess, just like, how different it is, the perception of that video to the English and the Japanese community. But yeah, it's a mess. It's a mess, and but I feel like it's not my business. I can't believe I'm actually gonna finish this lineup today. Amazing, and it's not even like 11 yet. Hello, bitch.
Me or regulars?
Do you hear that, Mr. Regulus? Do you hear that, Mr. Regulus?
I was like, I don't know. Are you talking to me or?
Yeah, of course I'm talking to you. But I could also, but fair. I could also call Mr. Regulus a bitch. But he said, are you talking to me or are you saying, or are you calling Regulus a bitch? Like he said it with like a really like stupid smile on his face. Oh yeah, I would like the drink. Yeah, thank you. So sorry. She hates me. I don't hate you. You know I don't. If I hated you, would I be doing this for you right now? Oh yeah, thank you.
This might be a little diluted.
Oh, from the ice?
Yeah, I took out the ice. Yeah. Always something.
Chilled drinks are always better. Yum 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 yum.
It's taro milk. I use oat milk.
Oat milk.
Yeah.
Ooh. It really just looks like you blended Kirby into a cup, like.
Yeah, I really. I couldn't find purple coloring, man. I was just like, the taro drinks like require purple coloring. I looked at the shelf and I'm like, rose pink.
If you guys want to imagine what I'm drinking, just literally imagine like Kirby but in liquid form. There's without the eyes. It's literally just Kirby color. It's so funny.
Thank you, Andrew. Do you want to tell people what you've been working on?
Yeah.
Okay. What? No. Oh, he said you guys don't deserve it. So mean. Who's gonna support you now? Huh? I don't even know if you guys can hear that. But yeah, whenever he decides to start, I will definitely share the heck out of it. I don't know. I think Andrew is the funniest man alive. So, you know, and I say that as a battle Oshi, a Gabby's battle Oshi. I think Andrew is the funniest man alive. I'm also biased.
Stop putting up the stakes.
Huh?
Stop putting up the stakes. I'm not that funny.
I just said that I might be biased. I'm probably biased. I'm biased, yeah. He thinks I'm funny, but I'm actually not. Like,
You're funny.
do you guys hear that? Do you guys hear anything?
Watch the video, it's funny.
Do you guys hear anything? I can't hear anything. Oh my there's gunk in my ears. Ooh ooh. But yeah. He worked very hard, so when it happens, like, please support him too. But yeah, I'll probably just be like, support this man, you know. But yeah. Aww. You work really hard. Oh my god, this armor is killing me, actually. You know why I put her hair here, like, so that I don't need to draw this part? My initial sketch had like this whole thing drawn out, and then I was like, I didn't wanna.
Improve every year. FF14 armor sounds good.
I still feel that I7 clothing was worse. Cause it was like ruffles on ruffles on ruffles. And frills on frills, and then the frills had patterns, and then the patterns are different from the main body, and then when it's frills that have patterns that are translucent, and then you can't just like and then you can't just put like the texture on it. You have to like warp it so that it matches the frills, but then the frills are so frilly, and then you gotta keep warping it so that it matches the frillies, and then you have to make it transparent too, and then they have gradient, and then don't forget about the other frills that have a different pattern. So I felt
frills are like still organic enough that you can go.
No, but
you have a lot of flexibility with it. But armor is like mecha.
No,
You
no.
like soft mecha now.
I guess, but the thing is because like at least the colors are simple. It's just black and gold, black and yellow, black and yellow. Sorry.
That's the color. But
No, I think that's the thing. Like the drawing itself isn't that bad for i7, but it's the pain of doing like the patterns and all the little details that still make it worse, I feel. Okay.
yeah, because FF14 doesn't have enough shaders.
Well, I mean, I don't think it is also like idol costumes lah, Oh my god, I said lah.
Whee!
But yeah. I quite like drawing. I still like drawing the. Oh my god! I still like drawing the i7 stuff though. I mean that's why that's why I still even drew it. Release my Singlish. No. Actually, you know one of the traumas I have about like meeting like fellow Singaporeans. This is the wrong layer. I'm so stupid. Never mind. One of the fears I have, because like when back in the days of DA, especially like DeviantArt, when people found out you were Singaporean, they would be like, "Walao eh," in the comments, and then I would feel so embarrassed. Sometimes the last slip, so I'm glad most of my classmates aren't local Canadians. Oh, are you living in Canada? Or international school? But yeah, like like they would suddenly just go like, "Oh my god, fellow Singaporean, walao eh, like don't be so kiasu," and then I'm just like, you're freezing your butt off right now. Oh man. That was a cute sneeze. How is it there though? But yeah, that's pretty cool. I feel that's pretty cool. You get it? Cool. That's why I can catch your streams now. Oh, okay. That's pretty funny. Yeah. Back in Singapore, I couldn't watch Singaporeans, and now I'm Canadian. I can watch Singaporeans. Yeah, but I used to get comments like that when like back in DeviantArt, and I got so much like oh my god, don't say that. I got so much secondhand embarrassment that I often I don't reply. I'm like, oh my god, yeah. It's like so bad. I feel so bad, but like I really can't take it when like people do that. It's like, oh my lord, which is so weird because I feel like I should be prouder of my culture, but it just doesn't feel it just feels so low SES, and so I just get embarrassed. I'm like, I don't do it here, not on the internet where everyone can see. Oh my lord. But yeah, I also don't know why I picked up this habit of saying like, oh my lord, because I'm not even religious. I just think it's really nice to say. The oh my lord. I don't even know when I started saying it, but I mean, I don't know, you guys have so much lord, the word lord in your
No. It's like misusing the Lord's name is something that's frowned upon. You can't swear. Like basically, oh my god is like swearing by God's name, which is a misuse of that.
I say that a lot too. You say that a lot too. I mean, you say it in the video a lot.
Yeah, it's modern culture how it's changed things. Back then, it wasn't really like that. They would say by the gods or something like that.
By the 12.
Yeah.
Yeah. Actually, I did have a friend, like my best friend in high school, cause she's Christian, and then she actually like admitted they made me join a Bible session against my will, because they told me, oh yeah, we're just having lunch together. I'm like, okay, and then we're gonna have today. Let's have lunch on like on this part of school because it's a bit quieter. I'm like, oh. Okay, that's weird, but okay. And then they started doing Bible studies, and I was like, I was tricked. Yeah, but and then like I think they were doing confessions, and then she was like, oh, I actually really don't like it when people say, oh my god, like it feels so disrespectful. And then I think my other friend was like, no, you have to understand that people don't have the same religion as us, and to them it's just the same. You say, yeah, but to reduce God to just the same. And then I remember sitting there like, am I being like passive? Am I being pegro now? I just sat there like, should I? I'm sorry. Should I apologize? I was just like, I didn't know. But yeah, but it was really awkward because then they looked at me and was like, do you have any confessions? I'm like, what's a confession? like are you asking me who I like now? I like Gaara from Naruto. You know, that kind of shit. I'm just like, what is this? Don't force. I really don't like. Don't force your religion on someone. Not cool. I really just don't think like. And I've spoken about it before, but it's not the first time they did that. Like they've done it, they've tricked me so many times, and I think that's why I never really kept contact with like a bunch of them, because I remember the betrayal. Where it's like there was one time my friend was like, oh, I got tickets to like this magic show, like, do you wanna go? And I'm like, hell yeah, I love magic tricks, let's go. And then I went, and it was like really basic magic tricks. I was like, oh, but it's still cool, like, go like the hat, they pull out rabbit from the hat, they make people disappear, they do the card shit, blah blah blah. Like it was just very basic stuff, but I was like, oh, like cool shit, right? And then yeah, and then at the end the magician took off his hat and it's like, okay, so now thank you for coming, and now we give thanks to our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. And I was like, I remember sitting in the seat being like, what?
Biggest magic.
The biggest, yeah. I think that trick was more surprising than anything he performed, because everything else was like really like very very basic, like what you expect, and there was no like actual like nothing was surprising. So I was just like, I mean like cool, yeah, but like I feel like these are like stuff I've seen like 5 million times, like on whatever TV and stuff. Because I did have like a phase where I was like super into like magic, and I did watch Chris Angel a bit. Now I know that he's kind of problematic, but like yeah, and then they suddenly put that out on me, and I just sat there like and then I got home, my parents were like, oh, how was the magic show? And I was like, it was a Christian thing. And they were like, oh. Like they just went like, oh. Because my parents are really not religious, and actually my dad really does not like when people force their religious beliefs onto other people, because he's like, if I want to believe, I will believe it myself. You don't need to tell me like, oh, God loves me and shit. Like he really doesn't like it, and he doesn't mind people talking about it, but I guess he just doesn't like how people feel like they need to convert you. It's like they know what's best for you. You need to look up to this guy, and he's just like, why? So he doesn't like it. And even though technically we identify as Buddhists, right? Like my aunt, I have an aunt who is like really like a very strong devout Buddhist, which is nothing wrong, right? But then I think like when at one time, because she does have should I say it? She does have mental like health problems, actual diagnosed like mental health problems, which is really sad. But I think because of that, she got really into the religion a lot, and at one point she was so into it that she was kind of she was trying to convert us all into like Buddhism, like really like hard, kind of like more hardcore Buddhism, like, oh, you know, pray 2 hours a day, make sure you remember the scripts and stuff. And we were like, what? And it's like, oh, you want good results. And you know, it's like at some point she was teaching me and my cousins like tuition, because she used to be like a junior college teacher, and she is really smart. I think she still gives tuition to this day. But like yeah, she started going like, do you want good marks? Then you should pray 2 hours every day, and if you can afford another hour, you should pray like another hour. And then I'm thinking like, I need to do my schoolwork. Yeah, and I think like because of that, my dad also like really didn't like it, and he kept telling her like, stop asking like my children to pray. If they want to pray, they'll pray, but they need the time to do other stuff. And I thought like, I mean, I guess she needed to hear it also, because otherwise like, you know, she'll keep asking. But it was kind of sad, because I think she was using it as a really hard coping mechanism. But yeah. Okay, cool. It's still 11, so we can just do some flat colors. I actually wanted to, when I was thinking about like what to talk on stream today, I was like thinking like, oh, I should talk about like Niji Sanji, but not as in like, not really feeding in the drama, but more like, oh, you know, the cultural differences and stuff. And then I started whining about conventions again. I think I'm just really burnt out, but yeah, it's just a lot of like stuff, I guess. Means Zatsu. Art streams, I feel like art streams are just Zatsu to begin with. Whenever I do art streams now, or like when I think like, okay, I'm gonna do an art stream today, then I'll actually run in my head like, okay, what can I talk about today? Like I'll run a few topics in my head. But I feel like every time I try to do a new topic, I end up just like talking about the same few stuff again, like conventions, how sad I am, AI art, how sad I am, Niji Sanji, how sad I am. Yeah, maybe I'm planning to. Yeah, I think after Dojima, I don't think I'm gonna apply for any more. I think Dojima will be my last one for the year. I actually have some ideas for like non FF14 stuff, but you know, like the shaker charms, right? I actually wanted to make those openable shaker charms, the ones that you can unscrew and then you can put like your own pieces inside. So I actually wanted to make like an Arknights themed one after the bag, you know, like the gacha bag. And then I was thinking like, oh, you know, like I could have one with the fiery base, I could have one with the 5-star base, right? With the light coming out of the bag. And then you know, you can see inside the bag, and then you can kind of like put your own operators inside. Like I'll sell like the little chibi stuff of like the operators, and then you can put them in, and then like there's kind of like, you know, where the flame and the light is coming out, there's like a little opening there where, and then so like you can try and like shake it so that like, you know, one of the charms maybe like goes there, you know, and then like you can be like, oh yeah, I rolled it I rolled it, kind of thing. Oh yeah, speaking of which, speaking of stuff I drew, my full piece for the Tancred anthology is up on Twitter. Yeah, I feel like the algorithm for Twitter has been like fucking me up real bad. So I feel like a lot of my image posts are actually like not getting seen But I also cannot tell if it's because it's just bad. But yeah, so I'm just trying to say it now, you know, there's new art on Twitter. Please go and see it. Tweet algo, it is, yeah, it is. It works really well for some people, but I feel like ever since 2020, I've not been treated very well. Just wanted to say that I hope you have a good day. Thank you. Vocal Hypogriff. That's actually a really nice name. Thank you so much. I hope you have a nice day too. Yeah, I think I can talk about the Tancred thing, right? The Tancred anthology right now. I don't know if you guys can tell. I think it turned out well enough, but I actually got really like upset over the piece because I felt like you know, it's an anthology for like my favorite character and I'm the one in charge of the cover. Whenever I join zines, which is not a lot now because now I don't really join a lot of zines, but when I used to join zines, I actually got asked a lot like, oh, you know, do you want to do the cover art for it? And I always said no because I felt like, oh, you know, cover art is it's so much pressure, right? It's so much pressure. It's really scary, like, you know, and I feel like cover art, there's a lot more to think about because of everything compared to like a full illustration, compared to a normal illustration. And oh, thank you so much for following. Please enjoy your stay. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Yeah, it's kind of like, oh, you know, I usually reject it, but when Yace asked me, Yace is the organizer of the zine, Yace asked me like, oh, we want you to do the cover art for the zine, and I was just like, I actually had to think for a bit because I ended up accepting it because I was like, you know, I should try it out one day. Like, I can't just keep saying like, you know, like it's too much pressure for me. I don't want to do it, right? Like, and if there was any like zine that I wanted to do the cover art for, it would be this, right? It would be this because most of the other zines is like series based. So, you know, it's like series based is a bit harder to draw because it's like, oh, what characters do I put in, right? But for a very character centric one, it's like, I should do it. But I think it was when I got like massively art blocked, and I'm still, I would say I'm still massively art blocked, to be honest. Like, I just don't feel a lot of the drive. It's kind of hard for me. And then like I don't know, like it just felt like the more I drew it, the more I was like, oh, this sucks. And I still, when I look at it, I still think it's one of my, it's really not great. It's not one of my best works. And I just felt like, because, you know, it's Tancred and it feels like I'm expected to draw like some masterpiece for Tancred, and I did not do that, and I just felt like I failed a lot of people. I failed myself, and I just felt really miserable, and I still do. I kind of didn't really want to post it when they were like, oh, you can post it now, and I was like, do I want to post it? Like, I feel like it looks so bad. But I just told myself that I still need to post it anyway. Like it would be really weird if I don't. So I just kind of post it, and I'm just like, you know, if people like it, then I'm glad. But I feel like I just didn't do the best job I could have done, and I just feel kind of bad because, like, I don't know. I just feel like I failed. I just feel like I failed big time. But I think I can say it here. I don't like to say these things like publicly, cause it, again, like when I say these things on like Twitter where there's like so many people, it just feels like, oh, means one sympathy. But it's not really that. Like, I just kind of want to say that like, you know, sometimes it's just good to get it out. Like, it's not the best I could have done, but it was the best. I want to tell myself that it was the best I could have done in that moment. And against everything I just said, I still think it looked really good. In a lot of senses, I still think that it turned out it both turned out better than what I expected, because I was just like, I think this piece is gonna turn out real shit because I'm so art blocked right now and I'm really not feeling it. Nothing, like my hands are just not listening to my brains. It's like taking a shit. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? You know, it's like my hands, like my brain is imagining this, but my hand is not. It's not like shit already. You feel, I guess, post shit clarity is what they say, right? It's like post nut clarity, but with poop. You know, so like whatever I could have done, it could have been worse. It could have looked like 5 pieces of shit stacked together, but it turned out still decent, I think. But I don't know. I just felt like I could have done better, but you know, what's done is done. Like, what's done is done. It's the same way how I felt with like the MSQ like Triple Triad cards. Like I think the Tancred I drew for them was literally one of the worst Tancreds I ever drew, and I was just like, don't look at me. It looks so bad. Like, don't look at me. You know, but yeah, I don't know. I think when it comes to like your favorite character, you really just want to draw them. You just want to portray them the best. And it feels like, you know, I drew him so much. Why am I not drawing him better, kind of thing? But what do, right? What do? Do the baby noises annoy you guys? I'm so sorry. To me, I think it's like funny, but like I know that some people it's really annoying. Standards will be a lot higher. Yeah, I guess. I don't know. Like, I think I did tweet about it on Twitter. Like this is really not it. Like, I feel so like shit about this piece, but at least it's done. Like, I kind of just said it like that, and I think the Yays actually, like the organizer actually like came to like message me, and she was like, hey, I saw your tweets, like I just, so you know, like it was good. And you know, I feel bad because when people do that to me, then it makes me feel like, fuck, I'm not here for like compliments, you know. I'm not here for like sympathy, you know. I just wanted to get it off my chest. Fuck. And then it's like, you know. But I did appreciate like where she was coming from. So, but I just kind of feel bad. Yeah. Don't give me sympathy now. Actually, I don't know. Like, sometimes I just yell into the void. Just like, shit sucks. I suck. You know. But I think, I don't know. We all compare like ourselves to other people, and I compare myself to people a lot, which is like it's been a 20-year journey, right? It's been a 20-year journey of like trying to not to compare yourself with other people. It doesn't really, I don't know. I can tell myself that 5 hours a day, it still won't work. I'll still end up comparing. That's how it is, but I can at least like try to be a bit better about it. I think that's been my goal for the past like 10 years, I think. It's been my goal for the past 10 years. I don't know. It still turned out pretty well, I think. But yeah, it's up, I guess. That's all I can say. It's up. Actually, it's just kind of sad, right? Because I did work on it on stream, and the whole time I was just like, this ain't it, brother. But on stream, like, I can't even, on stream even more so, I can't say that, you know, this sucks. I think I did that once, and then I ended stream because of how like I was molding, like actually molding and stuff. Yeah, I mean we are, but like, you know, we are because there's a standard that you want to reach, right? Like, I'm not gonna lie, sometimes I get jealous of people who get to like, you know, 50k followers, that kind of number, just from like memes, just from like shit posts and drawing like you know, funny cute stuff that takes like, techniques wise it takes like little effort, but I know that to have that kind of humor, the brain must be good, right? Sometimes I get really jealous because, you know, they can pump out that stuff like real fast, and I'm just like, but you know, but I don't want to do that because that's not where I want to improve in, right? And so it's kind of like, like sometimes I get so bitter about it. It's like, okay, you know, like why can't I be like this, right? But sometimes it's just like a lot of recognizing that that's not what you want to be, and it's like no matter what, you know, people like what is entertaining, so who cares? If I'm happy with my own improvement, then that's all that matters. So that's why it kind of doubly hurts when I draw a piece and it feels like I regress, and then I'm just like I take it really hard. But I'm trying. What to do, right? Can only just keep going, because if I stop, then that's it. Then I would never improve, because then I just stopped. I just gave up, and that's weak. Never give up. But take breaks. I think the break from like drawing was good, but also like maybe it was too much of a break. No, actually this should be on another layer. Yeah, the gloves are on another layer. But yeah. Oh. Okay, I kind of feel bad because I feel like this is another one of those things where like I might end up just coloring this off stream. Sorry. That's like technically I don't like to stream like art 2 days in a row, cause then it's like, oh, I got nothing to talk about. You're all just gonna sit here in silence while I do some random shit. So like I try not to stream like two art days in a row. But I feel kind of I do feel kind of bad that like my coloring process is like so like it's not really shown much. I don't even know if like people even want to see me color anyway. I feel like the way I color isn't very special to begin with. It's just this kind of stuff. I can be a bit more like harsher to myself on stream because I feel like at least on stream is just kind of where I can rant a bit, you know, can air my grievances a bit, because this is just the rawest RAWEST mins, right? Most unprocessed mins, because even when I tweet sometimes my brain kind of still filters it in the sense that like, oh, you know, I shouldn't tweet like this, or like, okay, this doesn't sound like something I should say to this many people. Let's not say it. Let's word it a bit better and stuff. So it kind of feels like, you know, this is the only place where I can just kind of say like, yeah, I have all these thoughts, and I guess thank you for even sitting through it. It means a lot, you know. Yeah, it means a lot. It means a lot to me. So that you guys can stomach all this crap that I'm saying. If you can't stomach it, please feel free to go. Literally, no one is forcing you to like, yeah, I just talk shit. I don't even like yelling into circles actually, because like the problem that I never liked with circles is that I get very nervous like putting out that tweet that goes like, oh, who would like to be added into my circles, right? But then so the thing is like I just add like whoever I feel like is there, but then there's no consent, and I have been added into like circles before for like people that maybe I only talked to once, is because like we're mutuals, and then they start like, you know, but that's the thing, because like sometimes I get added into circles, and then it's like, okay, I don't really want to see you complain about thing I like with such visceral with like this is such intensity that I feel like this should be in a private account. You know, you get what I mean. And sometimes when it happens, and you know, to get yourself removed from the circle, it's either you ask like, hey, can you remove me, which is awkward, because then it's like why do you wanna leave, right? Like they'll be thinking about it, even if they think it's like, oh yeah, it's okay, no worries, or if you wanna not ask them, you have to unfollow them and then you follow them again. and they'll get the notification, right? Like, especially when it's on my main account, and with the following that I have, there's no way they will not get the notification, especially because we're mutual. So they'll be like, oh, you know, so and so followed you back, and you're like, "Ay." So that's the thing about circles, that's why I never really used it. And I actually had to mute, I muted people just so that I didn't have to see like their circle tweets, because it went into the territory of like this is stuff that really should be in a private account filled with people that you trust to see your opinions without getting mad, you know. If it's not IRL mutual, then no. Sometimes it's like people that I am a bit like I have talked to more than once. Like, fair enough, you add me, or like, okay, you know, I feel very honored. And then the takes start coming in, and sometimes I'm like, okay, you know what? Maybe maybe I'm not ready to see this side of you, because some of them it's really like, okay, if so and so game bothers you so much that it's going into insults of like people's intelligence, then maybe you should take a break. You know, like it's not just that. Also, I think it also was kind of like, oh, people who, I think there were, especially like during the VTuber fad, there were people who like, I don't understand people who can get into VTubers. Like, it's so weird. Why are you attracted to this? And then it's kind of like, I need you know, kind of thing. It just feels very like oh, okay. Sorry. I don't know. Like, they're just rambling sometimes, but sometimes it's just like, I wish I wasn't in a position to have to see this kind of thing, you know. And it just feels a bit awkward, because it's like, usually it's like people that you obviously like enough to be mutuals with, but then you're like, oh, okay, yeah. Yeah, some people need to rant in like a place where literally only the people they trust can see it. You know, that's why I have a private account that I kind of clean regularly. Like, sometimes there are people there that I haven't spoken to for like years, and we just like don't have the same interest anymore, and then I just kind of like remove them as well, because it's just like, you know, we haven't spoken and we're not really that close. So and I, you know, it's like I don't really feel comfortable like airing like my thoughts out. And even on private, I actually don't like, I don't go like full ham. I go full ham in front of Andrew, because I know this guy will trust me, and even if I say some horrible thing, like, we are mature enough to like discuss about it. Right, Andrew?
So I'm watching immature videos.
Yeah, what the fuck? Oh. Okay. I'm immature too. I just laughed at it. God, this is so stupid. It's just a person falling down. God damn it.
No, you see the caption.
What's the caption?
This is funny.
Oh, that's battle. Oh yeah. Now that you mention, do you feel hesitation muting people to avoid? I do, especially when like there are people that I like, especially, you know, that I still want to see their opinions. It's just that sometimes like during certain periods I just like I have to, but it just makes me feel bad, because it's like I think I also feel bad because there was someone back in the i7 fandom that I was mutuals with that actually had a tracker to track like who had muted them, and she would openly tweet about them. She'll be like, wow, like, I just got muted by this person. Like, guys, if you just don't like me, just tell me. Just tell me, like, don't mute me. Just tell me that like I'm being annoying and or something. Like, you know, like wait to let me know. And it's like back, like, I know back then it's not, you know, like the thing is, that's kind of shit. That's on you. If you track it, then that's on you, right? Like, now I know that that's on them, you know, and I shouldn't feel bothered by it. But I think because of that, I felt like really like scared, very paranoid that they would know for like the longest time, right? And honestly, now I still feel that. But if they ever ask me, first of all, I'll be like, okay, first of all, why do you check, right? Like, why do you check? And then second of all, it's like, the mute button is there because I still want to be your friend. I still think of you as a friend, but some of the stuff that you're saying I just don't agree with, and that's fine because we have our own, we have our own preferences and stuff. But I don't want to think any less of you, and I don't want to get angry at you, and that's why I decided to mute you, because I feel like if I saw any more tweets about so and so topic from you, I might actually get mad. I'm not disagreeing. I might be disagreeing with you, but it's just something I don't want to see, and it's not something that I'm interested in arguing as well. You can have your own opinions, I just don't want to see them, kind of thing, right? Like, that's how I would defend myself right now, which is stupid when I think about it. Why do I need to, right? Like, why would I need to defend myself for this kind of thing, Sometimes I really just don't want to see it, and I think that's fine. But, people can get, He's writing a tweet longer expose about you right now. Yeah, that's a damn problem, but I still think about it, and I still do feel a bit like scared that suddenly, they might just come in and be like, hey, I noticed that you muted me, why? And actually, like, I think in recent years, somebody got, quite a close friend I would say, somebody actually got like really upset. They took it really badly when I muted them, because let me just check. Okay, like they got really angry at me, or like they felt really hurt by it, I guess is the right word, because like I think Lowain from GBF is very funny. Like, I know his humor is not for everyone, like how Mandeville humor is not for everyone, but like to me, like I think Lowain is just like stupid, right? And to me, he's just kind of funny in like the very non-serious way. But I have a friend who really just who just really despises him, and I think this was when around like Frisia's character, like her SSR got released, but it was like, the Copium Imagination one, where it was from like the brother's point of view. And we had this chat where it was just me, that friend, and another friend, and she went in the chat and was like, she was like, oh my god, you guys see the new SSR? And I could tell like she was going to shit on Lowain again. And it's like, sometimes I just don't want to see it, because it's like, he's just a funny guy. So I muted the chat. And then I think like, she noticed and she got really upset. She's like, why would you mute me? And then she kind of like thought that, she was like, maybe we should like just delete that chat after all, because it might hurt our friendship. And then I was just like, what? I muted the chat, and I explained to her, I muted the chat because I don't want to see Lowain get shit on, because I just don't like reading it. But I don't want to stop you from shitting on Lowain, so that's why I muted the chat. It's not about you, I just don't want to see it. Like what I'm doing is so that, you can continue saying what you want about Lowain, but I don't have to see it, But she still took it like as if like I didn't want to be like her friend anymore. And I was just like, I don't know how else I can convince you that it was not about you. I just don't want to see what you're talking about, which is fine, because we have different we have different opinions about it. And I don't know, I think, and we talked about it, and we kind of like, at least I thought that that it was okay. Then I think a year later, I saw that she tweeted on her private Twitter, which I was following, that was like, oh, which was like, oh, I still remember how a friend muted a chat just cause like she didn't want to hear me speak. And at first it's like, oh, it might not be about me, right? But then like another mutual who was not involved in this at all, she was like, oh no, that sounds so horrible, like why would they do that? And then the more details she gave to them, I was like, oh my god, this is about me. And I was here like, she knows I can see all this, right? So I jumped in because obviously the way she said it made the other friend think like I was like this. Wow, who is this horrible friend? And then I came in, I was like, I told you the exact reasons why I did it. It's not about you. And it was just like you see, this is why like I have I have a bit of a fear of it, and I still feel bad even though I feel like I shouldn't feel bad. I can mute whoever I want. It means nothing, but I think people make it a them issue, which is like I don't know. I don't know. That was really stressful, but yeah. I've already said it. If she somehow finds this, I don't think she watches my streams, but if she somehow finds this, then I mean, I think I've already told her about it. She knows, so. But like that's kind of also, yeah, that's literally the reason as well. Yeah, like I don't know how else I could have just like said it. It's just like I literally and I don't get it because like she knows that I like Luane. She knows that I find Luane funny, but I don't know. It was really weird. Yeah. Okay, yay. Base is done. I think I did open up some. I think I'll do some like okay, wait. Her armor is black, so I don't think I should use. Ultimate Bravura. Okay, I think I can do something like this. But yeah. I think like circles was good for like stuff like, oh, I want to show whips, but I don't really want to show, or like I think it was good for like NSFW stuff as well. I do think, but yeah, when people started using it like privates, like their private account, and then I'm just like, I keep if you want to use it as a private account, I think you should at least like ask people like, if they want to be in your circle. Yeah. I think it was a good addition though. I'm kind of sad that they removed it. They removed it before I even really got the chance to utilize it. I was like thinking like maybe this will encourage me to draw more prawns, and then like oopsies, it's gone. Oopsies. No more. And I was like, oh well, guess I will not be drawing prawns. No shrimps. Not a single crumb. But yeah, I do like when like some mutual that I literally have not like talked a lot with, like adds me to their circle. Like, not gonna lie, I do feel pretty good about it. Yeah, not a single shrimp to fry this rice, sorry. All the prawn is in my head. I think about it, but I don't draw it. Okay, this is just a sketch. Like, think about it, but I don't draw it. Actually, maybe I'll use should I use overlay for this? Let me try. Whitewashing your bunny. Watching art streams you want to draw too. Why not? If you have time, then like definitely, like, you know, maybe even just a bit. I wanted to come from here, so yeah, I think this makes sense. I think I need to use add glow for this because the overlay on the white, like on the black, is not enough. You can tell I'm like thinking. I say this every time because I feel bad for being silent, but you can tell that I'm thinking, I'm concentrating, using 100% of my brain power when I'm not like speaking. Okay, maybe that's a bit too bright, but I think I'll just like... I think I'll just adjust that when I'm actually doing the final thing. Really, like every Chinese New Year when I go and visit my family, then I get reminded that like one of my cousins follows me on Twitter, and she will tell me like, oh yeah, you know, like I follow you secretly, but like it's cause I like your art. Then I'm like, I just like you can't say that right now. And I feel really embarrassed. I'm like, oh, what do you mean? So the stuff I say that I feel like shouldn't be seen by family, you know. But I'm glad. It makes me very happy whenever she says it. But like, I just get so embarrassed. It's like no family member, not on the Twitter. Yeah. It always makes me so scared. I don't know why I suddenly like. I suddenly like remembered that happened, and she still follows me, and she actually like came onto the stream one point, and I was so like flabbergasted. I was like, what can I say? You know, what can I say? I don't want to embarrass myself. I was just like it's so scary, don't follow me. But she was like, if you're really uncomfortable, like I can unfollow you. And I'm like, no, it's okay. I think, you know, like don't care about me. I was like, you shouldn't you shouldn't care. Like if you want to follow, please just go ahead. It's just very like obviously like I get very embarrassed by it, but like, you know, thank you. Okay, then real life and online mix. Yeah, I mean, I do have real life people. Like on my. I do have real life people on like that follow me on my main as well, which I don't mind. But not you know like family. It's like it's just a bit. Family is very scary. I turned my music so low that I actually can't like hear anything. I'll change the eye colors later when I actually do the colors, if you're wondering like why they're still white. Yeah. I'm just trying to figure out like the shade. Actually, I don't think you can see the hair shadow from this because the light is. I should put a thing here. There's light here and there's light coming from here as well. I mean, I know you said like no glow, but I mean it's still glowing, but I guess. Right, custom. Oh, okay. Can.
Oh, up eat.
Yeah, maybe I should use the pencil brush. Metal bits tinted yellow to match the lighting. Are they not gold? Like this color? Because like I was coloring under the impression that they are gold, but if you want it to be less yellow, we can work with this. Oh, it's silver? Oh, okay. On the refs it does not look silver. Oh my god. But I do think cause like FF lighting tends to also like make everything look yellow. Hello and hello. Okay, if it's silver then yeah, no, as in no, I totally get it because yeah, the lighting. No. I mean, luckily you're watching this. Yeah, okay. So yeah, this silver actually I kind of want to make it darker a bit. Yeah, okay. Yeah, no, because I also have that issue with like FF lighting. Like it makes it just like naturally, especially like inside the house, cause the natural like house light is like yellow, so it tends to like do this. Yeah, no worries. Yeah, to be tough. Is this shade okay? This shade. Let me send you. Okay. Cause like for my, it's yeah, as in for my own like ref sheets, I actually like edited the colors a bit as well. Like I used the screenshots, but then I did the colors to make it more closer to like what I think it is, or like what kind of like what it is. Cause like FF lighting, like yeah. Especially when you're taking, everyone is taking it in their house. Then the house like lighting is naturally yellow also. But if the silver is like extremely dark, like closer to the black, I still might make it like lighter than it actually is, just to like differentiate it, and so that you can at least see like more oomph to it. Let me see. Yeah, okay. I mean, you don't judge by this color because this is the reflection. I think what I chose should be okay, because if you look, if I take away the lighting, it's like it's this dark, which I think looks darker than what you have right now. I think this should be it. This should be it. Then like in with the harsh lighting, it's like that. I think this should be it. Yeah. Okay. Let me check the ref I was using. I think the background's a bit too bright. Okay, what if I actually just do this? Then something like this, I guess. Something like this. Oh no. Okay. Then like it has oops. It has like the grey parts like here and shit. Which I'll fix later. Yeah, okay. Yeah, it's almost midnight. I guess we'll end here. So at least there's some color. At least there's some color. Okay, the eyes are bothering me a bit, so I think I'll just change it here. Yippee! Oyasumi, thank you. Okay, this is way too light. It's cause of the overlays and shit. Then I'll add some lip. Add some lip. Give me a bit. Oh my god, wrong layer. Add some lip. Okay, yeah. Yeah. Okay, yay. Yeah. I don't know if I'll stream this. I don't know if I'll stream the rest of this. I might just complete it like, you know, this. Yeah. But yeah, this is what it will hopefully still look a bit more like this when I'm done with it. Thanks for joining me on the stream today and listening to me talk about shit. If it's daytime, then I hope you have a good rest of your day. If it's nighttime, then please get a good rest. Sleep well. Please sleep. Take care of yourself. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.